Good evening. Good evening. This is Dunin talking from the San Francisco Theosophical Lodge's Facebook account, and I'm currently on unceded Chorotega land in Costa Rica. So it's my honor to be here, and thanks to Richard Power for inviting me here. I will be discussing one of my favorite topics. It's the following part of, is the second part of the Enlivenment and Embodying the Feminine. It's a little series, I guess, that I'm doing here. So firstly, I would like to invite us to land in our body. Speaking of embodiment, right? So we can connect with our breath. Connecting to our breath, we can bring attention to the nostrils and inhale through the nose. And sip air through the nose into the belly. Maybe we want to count our breath for 4 counts in and 4 counts out or more. And now inviting you to continue breathing this way, but also noticing our seat. Notice your sit bones on your seat. Maybe you want to even feel the texture of your seat. Squeeze the cushion that you're on, or pillow, or sofa. And really connecting to our pelvic bowl here and our legs. Appreciating the earth supporting the floor, supporting us. I love to sigh as, joyful as, with a relaxed belly. And then if you like, you could hug yourself with a Jin Shin Jitsu mudra by having both hands under the arms. And that is really nice to soothe the nervous system. And keep breathing here. Notice the effects of holding yourself. Maybe you're rocking like I am. There's a gentle rocking that might want to happen here from your pelvic bowl. And just notice your breath, the sensations of this mudra under the arms. Releasing the day, releasing the weekend, releasing the to-do lists for this upcoming week. Simply presencing this moment, gifting ourselves with our presence, with our breath. Now, cultivating a soft gaze, unless your eyes want to be closed. I want to invite you to release your hands. Really feel where your hands are landing. Feel your legs. And we could do some neck rolls, just the front of the head, the body with the head. Still breathing. Really savoring here. And when you feel complete, meet me at your center. Now we could look to the right slowly, and then to the right and to the left. We want to do this with an elegant spine because we don't want to hurt ourselves, right? So inhale and look to the right. And then exhale and switch sides. Inhale at the top. Exhale as you rotate. And repeat for as many times as you wish. And once you're complete, meet me at the center. Now we're going to add just an eye exercise, keeping the head facing forward and just gaze to the right. Gaze to the left. You can think of Odyssey dancers. Gaze to the right. Gaze to the left. And center. Now send that energy that you're generating down your body, anchoring the body, sending the tailbone down as if it was becoming a root, as well as the legs can become a root, reaching down through all the layers of the building that we're in, the topsoil, the humus, the sand, clay layers, rooting down through Mother Earth's many layers. Keep going down, rocks and underground water, riverbeds, more rocks and tectonite plates as we reach through Mother Earth, passing through crystal caves, tectonite plates, molten lava, and reaching the center of the earth. Here we could wrap our roots at the center of the earth. I like to envision a giant diamond there. And bowing to Mother Earth, thanking her for all that she provides, asking for the sweet earth frequency. And as we receive this gift through our roots, we rise and bring into our body earth frequency and Shakti, activating our feet, our legs, our pelvic bowl, our spine, the front of our body, collarbones and arms, the buoyant heart filling with this grounding energy, and the neck and the face and the head, the crown of the head. And we could invoke here, if that resonates with you, the Divine Mother, any Divine Mother that you like to pray to. So welcome. Today, also just any moment if you feel like staying in one area of your body because your body is asking for attention, really take your time. I'm just going to share where I want to go with you today. So I was thinking to share a little bit with a talk and read a quote from a book, and I'll be talking about the importance of embodying the feminine and becoming enlivened as a collective, but also as an individual. And then we will do a meditation with Shakti, and Shakti being the primordial feminine essence. And we'll consider also the shadow of patriarchy, of the feminine within patriarchy, if that makes sense. So there'll be a bit of that also if you feel like doing that. There's always choice, of course, and consent. So yeah, today's the full moon in Gemini, and from what I read, I'm not an astrologer, but it sounds like it's a good time to integrate our shadow as much as our light. And it's very aligned actually with what we're talking about today. Balancing our polarity, coming into wholeness. In somatic psychotherapy, many talk about doing parts work, where we really welcome at the table, at the same table, we welcome all parts. It's not all love and light, like we can find in many new trends. Let's say there's also the shadow, right? So we want to befriend, have compassion with all parts, and that includes also the feminine and the masculine aspects of our being and of existence. This is what Hatha Yoga is about, right? The sun and the moon coming together. Tantra, Aikido, Taoism, and so many traditions around the world. The yin and the yang, of course, the symbol is so perfect to illustrate what we are about, really bringing all aspects of ourselves, of existence, to find this really beautiful balance and unity within and without. And just feel that for a second. See if that's alive for you. I notice that when I bring my hands like this, something shifts for me. I think all of us know a lot about this topic. It's really a fascinating conversation, and especially at a time where we are out of balance, right? So yeah, in these times, many prophecies have announced these times of great unraveling. Some people talk about even apocalypse, and it's really something that was universally announced, and we're in it, it seems like. At least that's my feeling. The Mayans mentioned that, the Hopi, the Hindus, Edgar Cayce even. So, like my teacher Marza Miller would say, we are entering the fifth world, and the medicine that is needed is to live an ancient future. So we want to bring all timelines together and really bring back the balance of pre-patriarchy, pre-patriarchal times. And so this is why the feminine is rising today. And yeah, I think many of us understand this need for polarity. the earth, Mother Earth, she's aching. I saw her spirit, and she showed me her pain, and it's an excruciating pain. The water needs our protection. Wars are tearing us apart. Women are exhausted. Humans are being dissociated more than ever. And from quite a young age, now that we have this digital era, individualism is rampant. We have a loneliness epidemic. And most humans are disconnected from real time. Not the Gregorian time, which is being more aligned with the wheel of the year, other rhythms, the nature, her rhythms. And it's a bit gloomy right now, but there's also good news, right? That we are awakening. And we're not just awakening up, but we are asked to come down into our bodies to do so. And there's a saying that says that when women will offer their blood to the land again, men won't need to shed theirs at war. And I think that it illustrates a lot about the lost wisdoms that we are remembering now. And as a birth keeper, I'm also a doula. I'm actually I'm paid for services that used to be offered instinctively by family members, by neighbors, by village neighbors, and I feel that that was knowledge that was being passed down, and we are remembering. There's been a general attempt to erase the wise women and the indigenous ways, and today we are the ones who are carrying this wisdom, and that's an act of resistance. So I'm just going to take a breath here and feel that, invite you to feel that also in you. And I think it's very easy to feel very down lately, and I'm just remembering that we are brewing something. We are beating the drums here. We are showing up, and that is the good news. And the good news is also that we are awakening from this patriarchal illusion. It's not working. I really like what Olivia Pepper says about dismantling the narcissist system. And there's so many conversations on this topic, and it's really wonderful to see that we are waking up collectively. There's been a lot of events that have activated this. There was the Me Too movement, where people, women, but also people in general were waking up to the fact that maybe it was okay now to express our no, our resistance. And then the term narcissist and gaslighting became so popular everywhere, and in some ways it was good news, because we started putting words on things that maybe before only psychologists knew. And there's this amazing French feminist, Mona Chollet, who says that narcissists are the healthy children of patriarchy. And that really landed for me, because we are now equipped with compassion and courage to face a system that men and women have been victim of. And let's take a breath here, a deep breath. Notice what is happening for you. See how this is landing for you. Maybe you want to shake it. Maybe it's unpleasant. There's a nausea. Maybe you want to feel your seat. Maybe you want to situate yourself in this space. Take in the beauty of 2 colors in your room. Hear some sounds. And again, ground into this moment, into this breath, into your body. Just feel the loving support of the Divine Mother that we've invoked, of the earth. And now I'm going to read something from this great book. I was going to show you the cover, but I don't have it. So the book is titled The Return of the Feminine and the World Soul by Llewellyn Vaughan Lee. And this is what he writes. The innate wisdom of the feminine is needed to repair the damage we have done and to reconnect with what is sacred and essential within ourselves and within life. We need to understand our part within the sacred web of life and how to relate again to this primordial wholeness that is direct expression of the oneness with the divine. It may be painful to be fully present, to hold this sacred connection to life, the earth, and our own soul. But with the presence of the sacred feminine and those who honor it within themselves, an essential substance will be lost to life. The spark of the divine that connects the creation to the creator, the spark that holds the mystery of creation and the divine purpose of everything, every butterfly, every stone, the laughter of every child, and every lover's tears will begin to dim. And so there is a sense of urgency, but I also want to invite us to feel a sense of excitement at the good news that we are coming home. And I feel that really there's a lot here in also regulating our nervous system. And we are exposed to a lot of overstimulation, so here's a nice trick. It's to simply balance, rock yourselves, rock from left to right, back and forth. It's a very nice way to come back into our seat of power, our pelvic bowl, but also where a lot of our nerves arrive. And some of us might want to explore spirals emerging from the pelvis up, rocking on a chair or a swing or a hammock is also very beneficial. So now I would like to share the Seat of Power meditation that was inspired to me by Tenley Wellis, incredible temple arts teacher who is definitely a torchbearer for embodying Shakti. So feel your seat and notice your breath. Perhaps there's a gentle movement happening for you still. And allow your breath to go up and down from the tailbone to the crown of the head, relaxing the body with your breath and the movement. Really feel the creative source in your pelvis illuminate. And now feel your heart illuminate also. Allow your torso to illuminate. Still rooted to the earth. Bones are heavy. As you illuminate next, the head also. Allow it to illuminate. And the pineal gland, which is situated at the center of the brain, right behind the third eye, the eyebrows, in the middle. Feel this light swirling 360 degrees around you. Creating your sacred space. Connecting to the center of the earth, where Shakti is stored. Receive her force, Shakti. Activating your energetic bubble even more. Perhaps you might want to move differently. Just allow for the movements to arise. Releasing the mind, really allowing. There's a lot of allowing in the feminine practice, right? As many ahs, joyful ahs as you wish, with a relaxed belly. And just notice any shifts, subtle, energetic, physical, mental, or emotional. And then I want to invite you to remember a time where your imagination was unbound. A time where you could spend the entire day daydreaming, reinventing the world, feel this innocence or this marveling. Connecting with that piece. And if it's hard to access, then you could imagine it by appreciating any example of these feelings embodied by others, maybe children, even animals. I just want to invite you to luxuriate here in the sensations of this energy. And as we are here, I want to invite you to notice who are your inspirations of feminine essence embodied. Could be humans or deities, or maybe nature. Who is in the circle of your inspirations? This very special circle. Remember how they are, how they hold themselves, how they live, how they move. How do you align with them? As you elevate yourself at their level, these divine feminine figures or embodied expressions of her, what do you feel in your body as you do so? Notice any shifts in textures, sensations, temperature. Maybe it's only in one part of the body, or maybe it's in all the body. How do you align with these beings? And as we conclude this little practice, I want to invite you to consider elevating yourself at that level and take a blueprint right now of how you're feeling, so that you can once a day, maybe as a suggested practice, meet them at that level. Envisioning yourself once a day, embodying that energy even more. Maybe it's a deep, relaxed state. Maybe it's a softening. And allow yourself to receive her in that way, maybe once a day as a practice. And we might encounter blockages. With compassion and courage, we will meet those. And we will just give it space at the table. As much as we aspire to be this embodiment, we can also make room for the resistance, or maybe we've internalized misogyny, and that's something that I wanted to talk about a bit today. But I might not, just because I feel like we could savor here. Something here is delicious in this feeling. But just we can bookmark whenever there's a resistance that shows up, or an obstacle, and get familiar with that voice and inquire. And if it's big and heavy, just really always come back into our space and situate ourselves in this present moment with the technique of anchoring in our seat and locating ourselves in the space by appreciating the current environment we're in. And I always suggest somatic psychotherapy if we feel that something really big wants to be unpacked. I think that just before we close, I just want to bring that awareness that in a lot of the divine feminine movement that we've seen, there is a shadow to it, is that sometimes something really big can be brought to the surface, and we need to skillfully hold space for that. So let's really reach out, because there's really some beautiful magic in the healing of these challenging topics, with making room for even more embodiment afterwards. And so we could place a hand on the heart and one on the belly, and just give thanks to ourselves for this practice, for showing up in our body, for making room for her. And notice if anything has shifted for you. Maybe you're feeling enlivened one notch more than before. And may you savor your beautiful temple, your body, and may you savor your connection to Mother Earth and to the natural rhythms and to your innate wisdom and to the ancestral wisdom that is there, always available for us. And I wish you an excellent evening and send you many, many blessings.